get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. He's going to air this one out into space. And he will score. Touchdown Saints. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
That's complete. Tight end Goddard. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he will go all the way. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. On play action, here's Darnold. Open man down the field, it's Olave. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Not back at the 2-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From his end zone, it's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice run there by Barkley, and he certainly surprised a lot of people in free agency. Not only that he left the Giants, but that he chose to sign with one of their biggest rivals in the process. He now joins a loaded Eagles roster, and having him in the fold will certainly help as they try to get back to another Super Bowl here in 2024.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Hurts now. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Man in motion is Brown. To the air again. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy.
With the score time,
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action. Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, and the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Darnold to throw on 1st down. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's going to take this one all the way. three now, on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Saints are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll start this one with a three tight end look. On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Barkley's got the first down and more. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 42 yards. Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Hurts again. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's fourth down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that'll be good.